through ensuring clean hands. So that is what has been in pipe all this time, and we have been celebrating it every year. And this year we celebrated for urge our children to continuously wash their hands, and with the theme of this year is clean hands at all reach. This has been thoroughly, within reach.
Yeah, well, this year's theme is clean hands are within the reach. What do you do to maintain the culture of hand washing
around, and also create awareness and promotion so that hands are always washed so that we minimize infection?
Yeah, well, as you have said, this year's you are targeting only children. I don't know why. Can you tell us why are you targeting?
Well, the importance is that once we educate these children, it will minimize infection and allow these children to attain their 5 years, their early 5 years. Hence, they can be able to keep themselves clean. And this is what we are propagating in schools, that they should wash the children age, and the productivity of our people will be very higher.
So as you have mentioned, therefore, seriously, what are you saying to their parents? Because a kid of a 5-year cannot manage to do what you are saying.
This is what during the performance they can have that good practice of hand washing. Then they can argue their parents also to wash their hands, and the rest, even those non-going school children, to tell them that the outbreak of recent outbreak, it was able to minimize infection very much.
Apart from hand washing means
take care of their hands, and by taking care of their hands, it can minimize infection to children. And even the environment is also very important, and this one also to ensure the parents to clean their hands, to wash their hands, so that when they are serving the children, they serve the children in a very good, clean environment.
To maintain the environment clean?
Well, to maintain the environment clean, it is in fact the mission which is given to Ministry of Environment. But for us,
what are you doing with health partners to mitigate the common diseases among children in the country?
Well, we work very close with the Ministry of Health, and work hard also to provide clean, safe drinking water, and which they also use it for hand washing. And this is what we have been doing very much with them, and pipe. And the most important is that once we ensure these clean hands, even with this climatic change, that people at times are caught up in flood.
Playground outside. Protocol all observed. You are all welcome in Jesus' name. Those who are holding the banners, you can to go to the playground outside.
Global Hand Washing Day 2023 theme is Clean Hands Are Within Reach. The campaign says through strong leadership and collective efforts, we can close gaps in access and practice.
Hand washing practice, so that they can wash their hands in schools. We give them hand washing facilities. With our partner, we also propagate very much to have all the schools to have water points, so that access to water becomes very in a very short distance so that they can continue.
The water you have been putting in the schools so that to ensure every child has washed his or her hands. And what we want to know there in school, is there any guardian?
Engage 2 teachers to come from all those schools during our occasion, and they are well educated about washing hands, and when they go back to their schools and the children knows how to wash hands, taking the 9 stages of washing hands, so that they can ensure clean hands at the end of their...
Parents at home and your children, how is the understanding, especially in washing hands with the children?
In my house particularly, I've got a grandson, and I've educated them to wash their hands so thoroughly, not to touch dirty ends, dirty surfaces, so that they minimize, when you get to our home, when the food is brought, the child will think of washing hands before taking food, and that was a very good thing that I feel that every...
We don't have water points that have been put there to help our kids and all the people that are accessing the roads. Is there any means for you to put...
very clear that there is infection of corona. There were points put along the centers in the city so that people could access so that they should wash their hands. It was very good practice all that time during corona time, and we urge them to continue practicing washing hands to minimize disease infection.
But if you see now there is no any water point on the street, what are your plans, or what have you put in place to maintain the water points on the streets? And
the water there, and this will be like our urban water support will be needed in there, so that we can have access of washing hand, having running water, and people are able to use it because they are already having that promotion. They are aware of it, and they can use it better.
In the 5 years to come?
Well, in 5 years to come, we believe Juba will be much better. Because a lot of access to clean water will be there, and water will reach all the population. This, I believe, will be, and washing hands will be very good of water. I believe all this will be clean, and our city will be very clean.
You want to, I suppose, to put the water on the streets of Juba?
Well, that one has a lot of engagement. Private sectors is foremost.
There is this project of JICA, the ongoing one, and I think you are working in collaboration with them, and all these things are in your plans.
Juba will look much better 5 years from now. That's true.
Do you think that in your collaboration with JICA, will they really provide?
Be brought on board when the water is available there, but so far now they have much to explain about it.
So when the water is there, I think all these things to do with sanitation and hygiene will be in.
Especially during our open defecation roadmap, we hope all this will be able to roll out, and towards the end of sustainable development period of 2030, we hope we shall be able to ensure
environment itself can be clean. What are you doing as the government to do that in place? Because if you see 2030, it's not far from now. It's very close. What are you doing with this rate?
We are going to lay down the roadmap of how to roll out all this ODF process, and I believe this will give us a pioneer, but we need to engage all our leaders, right from our line ministries down up to the top leadership. That's true.
If you see
also there is washing hand with clean running water and soap. That one ensures we really thoroughly clean hands. Sanitize is only when we don't easily access shop to shop and then to water, and this can be able to it's very cheap to manage it. But sanitizers, you know, they are not cheap, and even their health. That's what we are promoting.
How many times do you think someone can wash his or her in a day?
Once you are preparing to go and take something, food, you must wash your hands. Once you go breastfeeding their children, and they have to wash their hands very clean when they are handling their babies. So this is what now is coming up with that, and it is going up very well. And we are rolling it down to the village so that they also make use of and also wash their hands as well. This is being promoted, and we are scaling it up so much to reach the lower level. Yes.
So what we are working on it, is there any way of washing hand? Because there is hot water, and this, if you go to the hospital, sometimes people are using hot water. I don't know why. Can you explain?
Hot water is there, but if there is no any shop, anything like shop, then the ash can also do that job. And we urge our people when they don't have access to shop. Yes.
I just want to take you back. When do you really establish this hand washing? In which year?
Assembly, we are on board, and we always provide platform so that we can express that promotion. And this is what we are doing with children, and we collect children from all the schools. We select, like in Juba City Council, we select close to 30 schools so that they could come and celebrate that. They do the performance, free environment, because we are soon going to start talking about it in our toilet day, which will be soon coming in November.
So the day is launched?
Well, the achievement is that our people, the school-going pupils now, they know how to wash their hands. And during the presence of corona, they were able to, if these indicators can be explained better by Ministry of Health. And I believe even you can accept with me that cholera is now very far from it, that I can highlight at this moment.
And is there any challenges that you face during all this time? Can you tell us the challenges?
Yeah, the challenges, they are not so much. Challenges that now we are facing is that the climatic change is coming up with really, really practical challenges. Even our water point at times become flooded. We can build our uplifted platform so that our community will continue getting water even when the flood is there. Safe, clean, and they must take it very serious, because that is the only way and the cheapest way of getting ourselves safe from infection of communicable diseases, especially cholera.
Thank you so much, viewers, for tuning in. A Global Washing Day has been celebrated annually on October 15th to promote hand washing with soap and water as an easy, effective, and affordable way to prevent disease and save lives. And this brings us to the end of our news, to the end of our program.